Welcome back to Avi News, your trusted source for breaking updates, deep analysis, and insider insights on the Iraqi Dinar Vietnamese Dong, and all things related to the long-anticipated global currency revaluation. If you are holding IQD, VND, ZIM, or other revaluation currencies, today is a day you will not forget. What we are witnessing right now is historic. For years, we have been talking, speculating, and analyzing signs. But today the signs have transformed into reality. Tier 4B bank appointments have begun. People are walking into banks, not just for rumors, not just for account questions, but for actual exchange appointments. This is not a drill. This is not a theory. This is happening live. Right now. And if you are part of Tier 4B, the time to secure your dinar exchange is now. Over the past few days, the banking world has been in a flurry of activity. High-level meetings have taken place between U.S. Treasury officials, top-tier bank executives, and select security and logistics personnel to ensure the smooth launch of Tier 4B exchanges. The chatter we've been tracking from multiple sources, both public and private, has now shifted from "it's coming soon" to "it's here." Bank staff have been trained, currency redemption protocols have been finalized, and security teams have been positioned at redemption centers nationwide. The digital systems linking banks to the global currency revaluation platforms have gone live, and Tier 4B notifications have started rolling out to those who have been waiting patiently for years. If you're new to this, you might be wondering, what exactly is Tier 4B? In simple terms, Tier 4B is the general public within the currency holding community who has been following the revaluation news closely, registered their intent to exchange, and has been waiting for their turn after the earlier private groups and higher tiers have been processed. Think of it as the moment when the doors open for those who have been watching the play unfold from backstage. For years, we've heard about whales, military groups, and large contract holders go in first. But now, regular everyday currency holders, people like you and me, are being called in to set appointments and secure their exchanges. The reports coming in from around the country are both exciting and urgent. In Texas, we've heard of at least 3 major redemption centers opening their doors early this morning. In Florida, sources tell us that bank managers began contacting pre-registered customers at dawn. California, Arizona, Ohio, and other states are now confirming the same pattern. Phone calls, secure emails, and text confirmations are going out to those who have been on the Tier 4B notification list. People are being asked to confirm their available currency, their identification, and their preferred exchange center location. In some cases, customers are even being asked to choose a preferred appointment time within the next 48 hours. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Exchange rates being reported from the field are in line with what many insiders have been predicting over the last few weeks. Multiple sources are stating that the Iraqi dinar is showing live bank screen rates in the range of $3.25 to $4.10, depending on location and whether it's a standard or contract rate. The Vietnamese Dong is reportedly coming in between 47 cents and 63 cents for standard exchanges, with contract rates available much higher for those who qualify. This aligns closely with the chatter we've been hearing from bank insiders and international finance contacts. While we cannot guarantee exact numbers until you're sitting at the appointment desk, the fact that these ranges are being reported consistently from different states tells us that this is the real deal. Security around the exchanges is tight. Redemption centers are operating under high-level protocols, with armed guards, private entrances, and non-disclosure agreements being required before the exchange begins. This is not your typical walk-into-the-branch experience. Most of these appointments are happening in separate, secured locations designed specifically for high-value transactions. Think private conference rooms, soundproofed meeting areas, and full privacy for you and your financial discussions. Some centers are even using biometric verification and digital signature pads to ensure every step is documented and protected. One of the most critical things to understand at this stage is timing. Timeframe is not going to stay open indefinitely. There is a window, and once that window closes, the exchange process will likely shift into the general public phase with potentially low rates and stricter conditions. Based on the information we've been given, Timeframe appointments will likely be active for somewhere between 10 to 14 days. Though that could shift depending on how smoothly things go and how many people respond quickly. If you receive your notification, do not delay. The banks have a schedule to keep, and they are under instructions to move as many people through the system as possible within a compressed time frame. We also need to talk about the appointment process itself. From what's been shared by early exchangers today, the process begins with your confirmation email or call. You'll be given a specific time, location, and set of instructions. You must bring valid government-issued identification passport, driver's license, or other official ID along with your currency neatly organized. Some people have been advised to bring proof of purchase, such as receipts from currency dealers. Though this hasn't been mandatory everywhere, when you arrive, expect to be greeted by security, escorted into a private area, and walk through the verification process. The bank staff will count and authenticate your currency, confirm the exchange rate, and then present you with your options. Take the standard rate. Negotiate for a higher rate if you qualify for a contract rate, or split your funds between immediate access and structured payouts. Many early reports indicate that structured payouts are being incentivized with higher rates. For example, a standard $3.30 to now rate might be increased to $4.10 if you agreed to a multi-year payout with interest. This is designed to stabilize the sudden influx of liquidity into the economy and prevent massive inflation. For those willing to wait for portions of their funds, the payoff could be substantial. However, this is a personal decision that will depend on your financial goals, your trust in the banking system, and your immediate needs. The banks are also reportedly offering immediate access to a portion of your funds, often up to 10% within the first 20 for 248 hours. The remainder may take a few days to clear as large transactions are processed through central banking systems. Some exchanges have even reported being offered wealth management services on the spot, with private bankers introducing investment products, trust setups, and tax planning advice. Whether you accept those services is up to you, but remember, this is your money, your exchange. And you should feel no pressure to agree to anything without fully understanding it. We have also been told that non-disclosure agreements (NDA) letters are being used widely during this process. These agreements are designed to prevent early exchanges from revealing sensitive details about rates, timing, and procedures until the general public phase begins. Violating an NDA can have serious consequences, so if you are asked to sign, 1. Read it carefully and take it seriously. This is another reason why we are being cautious with exact numbers and only sharing ranges and general details. We respect operational security and the leg. All agreements exchanges are bound by. For those who have been waiting for this moment for years, the emotional impact cannot be overstated. Some people are walking out of these appointments as instant millionaires, their lives transformed in the span of an hour. Others are feeling the weight of responsibility, knowing that with great wealth comes great decisions. The reality of the AVI is that it is not just about the money, it's about the opportunities and challenges that come with it. How you manage this blessing will determine whether it becomes a lifelong source of stability or a fleeting windfall. Another important point to consider is security after the exchange. If you are walking away with significant liquid assets, you need to think about personal safety, financial privacy, and fraud prevention. Change your daily routines. Be discreet about your new wealth, and work with professionals to secure your assets in ways that protect you from both legal and criminal threats. This is not the time to broadcast your success on social media or make sudden lifestyle changes that attract attention. From a global perspective, the activation of Tier 4B signals that we are in the final stages of the revaluation rollout. Tiers 1 through 3 have been largely completed. High-level government and institutional exchanges are out of the way, and now the system is opening up to the prepared public. Once Tier 4B is processed, we can expect to see the public face Tier 5 launching soon after, likely with publicly posted rates at banks and currency exchange locations worldwide. By that point, the secrecy will ease, but so will the potential for higher contract rates. This moment is the culmination of years of planning, negotiation, and behind-the-scenes coordination. The fact that banks are now actively calling in Tier 4B participants means that whatever last-minute hurdles may have existed have been cleared, whether it was final rate approvals from the IMF, security clearances from the US Treasury, or technological readiness in the banking networks. These